Hello, everyone. My name is Bridget Jochum, and I am here to tell you about the skills I obtained over my 4 years at John Carroll that I plan to carry into my professional career and beyond. There are three major skill sets that I have exercised through my extracurricular activities, my academics, and general exposure to John Carroll that have led me to become a more well-rounded individual. The three skill sets that I believe I have best exercised are being a woman for and with others, understanding the value of global competency, and learning to adjust when necessary. Before attending a Jesuit school, I had very little exposure to service in a wider environment. The Jesuit education emphasizes being a man or woman for and with others. To me, this means understanding issues that exist and advocating for change as a member of the community, rather than above the community. When I came to John Carroll, I pushed to understand more about the inequalities in my own community, as well as participated in alleviating some of them. I became involved with the Center for Service and Social Action as a student liaison, which brings students from John Carroll into different service sites to provide friendship and tutoring to those that need it. I also became involved in service through campus ministry, where I was educated on topics such as immigration and the importance of fairly traded goods and services, as well as issues of social justice. This education and continued commitment to understanding social injustices has led me to lead an immersion opportunity to El Salvador this January, where my group and I will learn about immigration and cultural injustices that exist throughout the country. These experiences and more have allowed me to become a woman that understands what it means to be with and for others, and has allowed me to understand the greater picture of a very large world. So taking these experiences of trying to understand the world, I then became very interested in expanding my global competency. As defined by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, global competence is a construct requiring a combination of knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values successfully applied to global issues or intercultural situations. One of my favorite experiences that John Carroll has to offer is the opportunity to study abroad. Being abroad pushed me out of my comfort zone, allowing me to understand that there is an opportunity to engage globally, not just locally. I lived in Galway, Ireland for 2 months, where I learned about cultural differences and values and challenged my own values and differences. My experience studying abroad in Ireland pushed me to explore the idea of working internationally. In the fall of 2020, I interned with the World Fair Trade Organization, a global company that has allowed me to combine my passion for service while expanding my cultural horizons. I worked on a team of coworkers from France, Norway, the United Kingdom, and Greece, all of whom pushed my global competency through understanding cultural norms. Without my experience of studying abroad with John Carroll, I would not have thought about pursuing an international job experience while still in college. Due to the pandemic, my internship was remote, which led me to my final skill set of adjusting when necessary. My motto through the latter half of my college career has been summed up in one simple phrase: don't get attached to Plan A. It has allowed me to stay open to Plan B and constantly react to situations that demand changing. I relied on this phrase heavily when a student organization, the Labor Project, came under a lot of change with the pandemic. The Labor Project is a student-run organization that cultivates community by making and distributing meals, as well as clothing donations, to those experiencing homelessness around downtown Cleveland. I became interested in this organization as a way to directly engage with my local community through service. But when the building that housed all the donations was sold, I found myself working in a very different capacity. I worked alongside another peer of mine, Jordan Spradlin, to set up a collaboration with Parkhurst to donate meals each week, as well as organizing a place to store all of our donations. As a team of two, we had to rebuild what this organization looked like as the blueprint of 15 years was completely scrapped. However frustrating it was to rebuild, we worked hard to establish a new organization that would continue to alleviate homelessness throughout Cleveland. I became the president of LABRA this past year after working hard to maintain its presence on campus, and I stand behind the organization proudly. It could not have been done if we worked to restore Plan A. Success was only found when searching for a Plan B. John Carroll has pushed me in ways that I had not previously realized to be possible. I'm grateful for the experiences I've had at John Carroll, and they have pushed me to explore a professional career in international nonprofit work, a field that requires being someone for someone else, global competency, and adjusting to the original plan. I believe that the experiences I have gathered at John Carroll allow me to be a great candidate for the workforce come graduation in May. Thank you again for listening to my capstone presentation. At this time, I welcome and encourage any questions you may have. Have a great day.